Welcome back to my channel for another reformer workout. Today we are going to need a looped resistance band. You could use both a cloth or a more elastic band. You're definitely going to want an elastic band for when we come to the arms, but for the legs you can use a cloth one. We will be really focusing on shoulders and glutes today and core, so really full body. And you will also need your platform extender. So yourself, a band, your platform extender. Remember to only do what feels comfortable for you. You choose the springs that are best for you, and always consult with a healthcare practitioner before engaging in any exercise. And I hope you enjoy. So we are gonna start on 2 red spring. So 2 heavy spring, whatever that may be for your reformer. And we're gonna take that looped band and place it over our knees. So we're gonna start to warm up the glutes and the legs because we've got some single leg work today. So just right above the knees. If you have a cloth band, that's fine. They don't roll as easy, so they're quite nice in that regard. However, for our band stuff in the near future, you're gonna wanna have a lighter band for sure. So you're gonna be laying flat on your back. Headrest is down if that's possible. You don't wanna compress your neck when you're coming in and out of a bridge, which is what we're gonna be starting with. Let your body just get nice and settled on the carriage. Hips are heavy, unclenching that jaw, hands just by your side. And you're just gonna start to press out into the band and then release. So just getting a feel for the tension in your resistance band, maybe kind of assessing it if you want something a little bit stronger. If you have that cloth option, that will make this harder. And because we're on 2 red springs, it's going to make it harder for you to keep that carriage still enclosed. So if that feels uncomfortable, you're gonna add more springs for more support. And if you want something more challenging, you're gonna take springs away to make it harder. Good, 1 more like this. Then you're gonna keep tension on the band, but bring the knees in line with your hips. So you're not in a full butterfly position, but you've got tension on the band. When you're ready, you're gonna pull in through abdominals, press through the heels, lift those hips up, keep tucking that tailbone, and then lower down, leading with that tailbone. Take a deep inhale, big exhale, press, keep tension on that band, and lower down. Now you could have arches or heels on the bar. I kind of prefer closer to my heels, but if you want to do arches, that's fine. You're going to keep repeating your bridge here. If you feel any discomfort in your back, you have a couple options. You can decrease your range of motion as you press up, or you can add more springs on as well to help support you. If you're looking for more of a challenge, what you can do here is you can take your hands away from the carriage and bring them up to point to the ceiling. You're going to feel hamstrings, you're going to feel glutes, you're going to engage your core. You're going to feel your ankles as well. Good. Keeping your breath fluid. Hopefully you don't get any hamstring cramps. Good. Now at the top, you're going to press up, you're going to hold. Extra pulse into that band, lower down. You press up. You hold, extra press into that band, lower down. Pause at the top, press into that band, trying your best to keep the carriage still. And if you feel like you're too scrunched up into the carriage, you can always move that stopper. So that you aren't so close to the carriage, and that's going to help make this easier. Good. Last one, you hold at the top, and we just pulse for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then you lower down. You can bring those knees into your chest and rock side to side. You're going to take that band off, and you're just going to place it on the side with your platform extender if you have that close by, because we're going to come to that again later. We're going to warm up the ankle, the knees, the hips a little bit more. Both feet come to the bar. You're slowly pressing out. Standing tall on your feet, letting go of your straps if they're hanging, because I don't like when they drag on the floor. From here, bringing your left leg into tabletop. We're coming into a single leg press. Growing long through that right leg. Taking this nice and slow. Now if you want to bring your headrest up, if that's more comfortable for your neck, you may do that. I know it's more comfortable for me. Working on that single leg strength, keeping that heel under the bar, not lifting the heel into that calf raise or that high heel position. Keeping abdominals engaged, keeping hips level. Keeping your breath fluid, keep recycling it. Good. The next time you come down with your carriage, you're going to reach your left leg over the bar. When you press away, it comes back to tabletop. Good. Reach lots of energy through that left leg. Good. Back to tabletop. Point those toes, straighten the knee. Good. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, you're gonna press out, you're gonna hold, you're gonna slowly reach that left leg up to the ceiling. As you lower your right heel under the bar, you're gonna flex the left foot. You're gonna point the toes, push the bar away. Good, you lower. You point. This is 3, we're going to 10. This is 4. You're almost there. Last 2. 10. Bring your left foot to meet your right. You're going to pedal the feet, shake out the right ankle. Wiggle the toes if you need to. If your toes are cramping, you can move your feet around on the carriage a little bit. And just going back and forth. Good. You're going to drop both heels under. Left foot is now on the bar. Right leg will be in tabletop. Perfect. Single leg press to start. Your right ankle is still burning. Taking a moment to feel the differences side to side. Maybe one leg feels stronger, easier to do. Maybe it feels harder to hold your leg up in tabletop on one side. Good. After this next one, we're going to start reaching that right leg over the bar as we come down. And we pull it in. Lots of energy through that right leg, back to tabletop. Feeling the burn build through that left leg. Good. Last 4 like this, and then we come into those calf raises. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. We press, we hold, we reach, we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. We pedal the feet. One knee bends, the other heel drops. Good. Keeping the toes on the bar. You're going to bring your heels together, toes apart, just to finish off our little warm up here. We're coming into a plie squat. That frog-like position. Heels stay together, knees track with second and third toe. And at any point, you're welcome to add or take away springs. Remember that throughout this class. And again, keep your breath flowing, keep it fluid. Let it guide you. Good, we're just gonna go for 5. for 4, last 3, last 2, and last 1. And then you're gonna bend your knees to come all the way down. You're gonna take your knees over the bar, reach your hands up to the ceiling, draw your chin to your throat. You're gonna curl up, and then we're going to switch our springs. So we've warmed up the legs and the hips and the ankles and the feet. And now we're gonna do the same for the shoulders. So we're gonna go to 1 blue spring. And we're gonna reach behind for the straps. So coming back to some basics again here for a warm up. I'm gonna recommend, if you don't feel comfortable kneeling tall, always stay down. If a blue spring feels too light, you could add your white. If it feels too heavy, you can switch it for a white. And as we come up, you're gonna be adding tension. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're down, you're just staying here, arms reach up to shoulder height, and they come down by your side. Or I want you up here, squeeze the legs, open the hips, and back down. Arms stop at shoulder height, keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. Big exhale. Good. We got 2 more. Last one. Awesome job. You're gonna bring those arms up to shoulder height, and I just want you to reach. We're gonna reach for 10, for 9, 8. Drop the shoulders for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circles in for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. We reverse for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower your arms, straps go behind you. From here, again, warming up the core a little bit more. We're just gonna do 10 reps on our knees, but we're gonna add in a little push-up. You're gonna shift your body weight forward so your hips are reaching towards bar, tailbone is tucked, elbows are straight, and you're gonna give me 10 reps. When you come in, can you give me a push-up? Good, you're gonna press away. Don't let those bums poke out. This is 2. We're halfway there. Five more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good, and come into a child's pose. From here, we are gonna work back into the arms and the legs. So bar is gonna come down. You're on a blue spring. We're grabbing that platform extender. And then the band is gonna go around your wrist. So we are gonna be standing. I'm getting a red light on my microphone, so I'm praying this doesn't stop working on me. We're standing on that stable part always. Left foot on the extender, right toes on that carriage. Get that heel lifted off. We add tension into the band. We drop through that left hip, getting as low as we can, reaching the right leg back, adding more tension at the top. We come up to standing. We're gonna do series and sets of 10 to keep it nice and simple. You go at your own pace. Keep your balance, find your focus, feeling those shoulders burn. This is 4 for me. And then we're just gonna add some layers on here, as we always do. Get as low as you can through those hips. Good, last 3, and we add on. On this last one, you begin to pull that back leg in, bend the elbows behind your head, punch up, stand tall. Arms are starting to burn. Down and up. And if you want more range of motion, just keep bringing that foot forward. Try to give me 10 if you can. We're about halfway there. Last one. Good. We are going to stay down. You're going to give me 10. Try not to rush through it. Leg comes back, arms come down for a 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Hands are going to come down to the carriage. You are on your knees or you are on your toes. You can keep that band close by because unfortunately we will be coming back to it. Option 1, this is a harder option. Hands on the extender, toes tucked, knees lifted. Again, we'll do sets of 10 here. You got a plank to pike. Again, you want more depth, walk those toes forward for more range of motion. That's option 1. Option 2, again, anything you want to do, you can do on your forearms or your hands, but knees come out and come in. If you're taking the option for the knees, maybe you add a little push-up if your arms aren't too sore. Again, you could do forearms, or you can do hands and wrists. Good, I hope you're counting your 10. I'm gonna go for 5 more here. Good, drop those hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bring the knees in. Take a moment for a child's pose. Take a sip of water if you need one. Give those shoulders a nice stretch. We are gonna go right to the other side for that lunge series. Again, if you need to take off that band, if it's just too much, feel free to ditch the band whenever. Whatever leg you didn't do is the leg you're putting forward. I did my left first, so now I'm putting my right forward. We're gonna try 10, 10, 10. 10 long lunges, 10 adding in that scooter, 10 hold just scooter. Whenever you are ready, you're gonna drop down through that right hip and leg, bring the arms up, add as much tension as you feel comfortable, get as low as you can through the right hip or the supporting front hip. You're off the back toes. If you want to go deeper, bring those back toes more forward. We're on about 5 or 6. And then we add in that scooter. Good. On this next one, losing my balance, we go down. We pull that left leg in, pull the arms behind our head, reach tall, stand up. This is where the burn really builds. We go up, pull in, reach up, stand tall. We got 8 more. Again, let your breath guide you. losing count because I'm focusing. We're gonna go for 5 more. I think we should be close. My shoulders are on fire. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Last one we hold down and you give me 10. For 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And then you stand tall. And then you're gonna come on down. And you're gonna face the back. We are gonna go into a cat-cow next. Releasing any tension. So the backs, the necks, the shoulders, the hips. And we're gonna come into a carriage pull before we get into a little bit of triceps. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Option 1, we're on a blue spring, is to just push the carriage towards your wrists. But if that feels too easy, you have 2 options. You can either tuck your toes, hover your knees, and press for 10, or you can pull yourself to the back of the carriage, hold yourself in that tension, and then just release the lower half of your body. So this is option 1. And then option 2, or I guess this is option 3, you're gonna tuck your toes, hover your knees. Good, we're gonna go for 5 more reps wherever you are. Last 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. You're gonna shake out those wrists. You're gonna grab your right strap. From here, left hand supports on the left shoulder rest. You're off your heels. You're just gonna sweep that right arm back. Good. This next time you sweep your arm back, you're gonna hold and you're just gonna bend for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then you're gonna grab your other strap before we go to the other side. Elbows pull in. We're gonna rotate out into an external rotation. We're gonna go for 10, 3, 4, 9, 10, release the right strap, and switching arms. So strap in left hand, right hand supported. We go into a full arm arc. Awesome job. And 2 more. We hold that arm back for triceps. Good. Hold it back. We just bend and extend the elbow for 10. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Release that strap. Okay, from here, we are going to finish off with some feet and straps. I like to do feet and straps on one red and one blue. And I like to bring my bar up just to help get in and out of the straps safely. So you are gonna grab your straps, hook them on, get them prepped, and then lay on your back. We're gonna be starting with a frog. So heels together, toes apart. Good, so squeezing those heels together the whole time, big press out, and then bend the knees in. Remember, don't let those heels part ways. Imagine you have $1 million between them, and you're squeezing, squeezing tight. Don't let it drop. Awesome job. Next time you press out, you're holding. Part the legs out, bring them back in, and frog. Push, part ways, in. Awesome. Next time you push out, you're just going in and out for 5 more. You're gonna really feel those inner thighs. Good, last 2. And then the next time your feet come out, you're going out into a big circle. Keep the pelvis stable, don't let your bum lift. And reverse. Good, last 2. Last one, bring those legs together. You're just gonna give me a few arcs straight up and down. Micro bend in the knees if you feel strain behind them. Good, and then let your legs come straight up, holding for a hamstring stretch. Good, we're gonna really finish off with just a little bit of core here. We're just gonna finish off with some ab curls and some bicycles. You're pulling the arms, you're scooping up. Good, and down. Option to reach those legs long. Elbows are straight, wrists are strong. Good, on this next one, we stay up, we reach those legs long. Good, we scoop, 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 we reach one. Other knee comes in, we slowly switch. Keep reaching through the straps, we go for 10, for 9. Scoop a little bit more, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We bend the knees. We take our legs out of the strap and we just press ourselves up. We're gonna finish off with the little mermaid stretch on one red spring, back leg against the shoulder rest as long as that's comfortable for your hips. Right hand in the middle of the bar, we press and reach. Keeping that left bum cheek nice and heavy, and we stack up tall. Good, we press and reach. And we stack up tall. On the last leg of this microphone. Stay with me. Last one. Good, and then we switch sides. I like to face the back and do a little spin around. Left hand in the middle of the bar. Now we go for 5. Big reaches. Stack up tall. Take your breath with you. Good, last 1 or 2 here. Awesome job. Thank you so much for joining me for another quick reformer workout. That one killed my arms more than I expected it to. Hopefully you feel the same way. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and comment what you would like to see more of.